exhilaration on the battlefield. Why, you? Stop mocking me! Don't test me! Pitiful. You'll regret this! This is the end for you! Time to say goodbye! Big Bang Attack!
Here we are with End Vegeta, which is just Boo Arc Vegeta. And this version takes more cues from Raging Blast than anything else. Now, he has some pretty basic, combos there. They're slower than his Cell Saga counterpart, but they still feel like Vegeta. It feels like they added in a few extra kicks and such. They even give him a different grab, which definitely feels like something that he would end up having, so that's fine. This is the one move that Vegeta actually does in base form through the entire thing, and it's Gallic Flash. It's the move he used to kill Qui. This one is a bit different, though. He flies and then teleports and does it, which is, in fact, different from the normal rushes, the grab rushes, and the teleport rushes. This one is a fly teleport rush. So it is unique there. And I always like seeing this move. It's not a move that you see a lot in games. In Xenoverse, it's his grab. In Raging Blast 2 and in Raging Blast 1, it's a attack that you can pick for base Vegeta. And this is the only notable thing that he does in... Well, I guess that's not true. This version of Vegeta actually deserves a volley. Because, okay, I was wrong. Gallic Flash is not the only move he does in base form, because Vegeta does fight Kid Buu in base form. And there's only one change that I would technically make to this moveset, but it's not that big of a deal. Anyways, Vegeta is known for having volley attacks. No one's really going to complain if Vegeta has a volley, right? If any Vegeta was ever going to have a volley, it would have been this one. Because Vegeta actually uses the same color volley to destroy a bunch of tiny little Kid Buus. So this Vegeta having a volley makes 100% sense, and I'm all here for it. Because once again, base Vegeta doesn't do a whole lot. Well, okay. I think this Vegeta out of every... Besides Super Saiyan, this is the Vegeta that does the most in the Buu arc. Because he's barely in Super Saiyan 2. Anyways. I like how this one feels more Raging Blast. They almost look similar to the Raging Blast volley that they gave base Vegeta. Same shade of blue and almost a similar color. I think Raging Blast is just bigger. I do like how they gave this one a slightly little aura around him. That's one thing I can appreciate about most of the volleys in this game. They have an aura, so it looks cooler. Now, Big Bang Attack. They directly took this one from Raging Blast 2 and gave it a Budokai Tenkaichi. What's the word I'm looking for? Spin on it. I really like how we can see the aura afterwards, and then the aura leaves the Vegeta. That's really cool. But this is charged up similarly to the way he charges it up in Raging Blast 2. and almost has a similar frame. They just need to, like, shoot it out. I do think this is a better alternative, although this Vegeta does focus Flash Kid Buu and fires multiple blasts against his lower side, his lower body to destroy it, so I would definitely have liked to see that here. But I do like to see this Big Bang attack. We don't get a lot of Big Bang attacks in this game, so I'm going to take what I can get here.
I'm not playing around! Son of a... Take this! It doesn't matter to me how strong you think you are. If an enemy appears before you, fight till the end. The Prince of all Saiyans will never be defeated again!
Okay, now we have Super Saiyan and Vegeta. This is the only... See, Vegeta does a lot of fighting in Super Saiyan during the Buu arc. And most of it is blast, so I can understand why this one is so blast heavy. He has the same combos. They feel actually a lot more... They feel a lot more quick than his base form counterpart, which I guess makes sense. Same with that grab, though. I do like the beam that he has. The aura as he charges up, and then just the way he fires it. This is a really cool move. And I like that it has the little aura add-on and stuff. It makes it look really better. Now, he does have a volley. And this is worse than his base form version. Honestly, I think I would have rather them give him a rush for this form, which easily could have been the rush he uses against Broly in the first Broly movie. Yeah, I know, this Vegeta isn't the one who uses the rush. But considering on how... once again, I'm not a fan of outfits changing presets, and how I think Android Arc Vegeta in his Super Saiyan form has a really good moveset already. We don't really get to see that rush all that often. In Raging Blast 2, it's a command super. In this game, it could be really cool if they just followed the same beats, had him flip, fire a blast, front flip, and then fire a blast. That would have been really cool to see. And I think it could have been used here. It also could have been his ultimate other than the volley that we got. And I don't mind this as a volley ultimate. In previous games, like in in Budokai Tenkaichi 3, they gave him a freaking super explosion wave. It wasn't even gold. And like I said, in Raging Blast 2, Vegeta is just one character, so he had Big Bang Attack, which is fair. That should be Super Saiyan Vegeta's ultimate. In this game, they gave him a volley. I thought they were going to give him another Big Bang Attack. I guess, I was wrong with that, and that's alright. I don't think he needed another Big Bang Attack, and you could have made this into his volley ultimate. Now, volley ultimates can work. The issue here is we just see Vegeta throw out the blasts. We never get to see the blasts hit the opponent. This would have been so much better if we got to see him... If we got to see the opponent get freaking hammered by the blasts, ending with him cocking back his hand and throwing the one big one that makes a giant explosion. This could have worked as a ultimate, and there are a few characters in the series that have volley ultimates that make sense. Third form Frieza, volley ultimate. Kui, volley ultimate. But Kui and Vegeta fall into the same issue. Their ults suck in this game. I also wouldn't have minded this as a super. This would have been a cool cinematic volley that we don't really get until Super Saiyan Super DBS Vegeta. So this was cool to see. I will agree on that. And you could have given his Broly Rush as his ultimate. Now, I kind of understand why he has a volley as an ultimate, because he uses it to fight against Super Boo. And once again, this Vegeta doesn't do something super noticeable. But I guess they also could have given him Super Gallop Gun. That could have been an alternative. I mean, this preset is, I think... I think it has a cool beam and a missed opportunity ultimate that could have been good, and a rush, and a volley that's just meh, a standard. That Vegeta in this Vegeta never loses that volley, and it's a real damn shame. Because there are plenty of other attacks I could have figured probably would have done better than this. And his Android Arc Super Saiyan variant definitely outranks this one by far.
Alright, let's do it! Big Bang Attack! Yup! Be gone! This is the end for you! Final Blast!
Alright, Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta. His fast combo speed, I like it. It does kind of remind me of Super Saiyan 2 Goku, and I like that they're trying to make that connection. He does have a slightly, it feels like he has a slightly different grab. He has Big Bang Beam. I know he says Big Bang Attack. This is interesting because Vegito has something similar, and Vegito's usually the one in other games that has this type of beam. But it looks like they... I mean, other than Extreme Butoden, which also has this kind of like Big Bang Attack beam, but I think in Extreme Butoden it looks a lot better. But this is a nice way of making Big Bang Attack unique. Also, it has a nice minty color. They really like giving Vegeta minty colors. He has a volley. Honestly, this volley should have been Final Flash. Particularly the one from Raging Blast 2. That, like, green glowy one. Yeah, he has a Final Flash in his ultimate, but just give me a straight Final Flash instead of the goddamn volley. Now, his ultimate is what I've been telling the freaking game to do. For basically this entire time, this is what I've been saying. These hits feel powerful. That, like, last one could have used some work, but the like, punches and stuff, it feels like I'm really hurting my opponent. It feels really good. Now, that, charger for the Final Flash is really cool. I would have much rather Vegeta kick them down to the ground. We get like a little image of them on the ground. We get to see Vegeta put his hands together with his aura. The Final Flash charge up. Then maybe we can cut to a POV of the opponent. They see the Final Flash coming and they're engulfed by it. Then we get a cutout of it exploding. That would have made this attack a 10/10. This is already one of the better rushes ending with a blast, though, for Vegeta. I don't understand why they couldn't have done this with all the ultimates that deserve this type of power. Those punches and the sound effect there really does sell that, oh shit, these are powerful punches. I also think the hit effects, whatever you call them, help to sell it too. Like, ooh, this is really painful. So it flashes black for a second or two. But this is what we need more of in the game. I don't even mind that it's not a full blast on vault. Like, I don't mind that it's not a full takedown attack. It works the way it is. I'd personally give it a 8 out of 10. Possibly even a 7. And this is definitely his best ultimate for End Vegeta. Really sells his power. Also, usually Vegeta in this game has Final Flash as his ultimate when he's Super Saiyan 2. So I like that they really tried to make this Vegeta feel different from his version in Raging Blast and his Budokai Tenkaichi 3 version. Because this Vegeta really suffers from, like, okay, Vegeta didn't do a lot in the Buu arc. Well, I mean, me saying he didn't do a lot doesn't mean he didn't do, like, his whole contribution, Majin Vegeta, and we don't really get a larger fight for Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta. I guess if I had to be nitpicky as well, instead of that volley, you don't really have to do Final Flash, you can do Infinity Breaker, which is, I believe, is what the move is called. It's his command super from Raging Blast 2 that's just a bunch of punches. A punch into the air and a punch downwards. Would have rather that. It kind of looks like they adopted Infinity Breaker into his ultimate, though, so maybe not.